Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and good at home. Students, today here we are with a new chapter. Okay, but before starting the new chapter, I would like to ask to you all, and I would like to tell to you all also that your exam is going to be conducted very soon. You all are knowing. Okay, notice already you all have got. So, my dear students, you have to focus now and you have to give more time on studies. Okay, any problem you if you are facing, if you will not practice, then you will not be able to ask. Okay, so you have to practice as much as you can so that you can clear your doubts, problem, or anything which you are having related to the chapter. You can query that in the class. Okay, now, my dear students, we are going to move with the next chapter. Division already we have completed. We have learned so many things in the division. We have learned the properties of division, how many types of, how we used to divide the division, what problems in division, simplifications, and we have done how the divisibility test also. So many things are there which we have already completed. So that chapter is over. Now we are beginning and we are going with a new chapter. So just see, my dear. So students, I would like to tell you that before moving, please watch all the videos, okay, of all the subjects very nicely. Okay, my dear. As you can see that if you are having problem in any of the exercise also or any other chapter also, all the videos are available here of maths. You can go through all the videos and you can clear your doubts and problem, okay, through the videos also. And if still it is not clear, then we are there for you every time. You can come with your queries in the class and we will solve them. Okay, this one is the today's chapter, my dear, which we are going to talk about, which we are going to deal. What the name of that chapter? Fraction. What is the name? Fraction. What is fraction? What are the parts of fraction? What are there in that fraction? Everything I'm going to discuss one by one. Okay. So just see. First, we will see that what is the definition of fraction. Okay, fraction means part of a whole or a part of a group. Okay, something is given as a whole or something is given in a group. When we are distributing it, okay, that is called as fraction. And fraction is not same as division. Don't get confused. Okay, don't tell that miss in both we are distributing also only, but in division we are distributing equally, my dear. But here we don't use to distribute equally. It is not specified that it should be equal parts only in both. Okay, so names means a whole part. Okay, names part of a fraction, part of a whole or a part of a group. Okay, there is a group given or a whole is given. There is a part of that. That is. Now there are two things in the fraction. First is numerator. Second is denominator. What is numerator? How many equal parts are being looked at? Okay, how many equal parts are being looked at? It will be more clear to you. Okay, don't worry, I will give you some examples. Now just see, next it is written denominator. How many equal parts there are in all? How many equal parts are there are in all? Okay, and first one was numerator, means how many equal parts are being looked at, means how many parts you have made. The denominator is how many equal parts there are in all, means how many equal parts is there. And we are going to see some of the examples. Like suppose student, first what is fraction? Suppose there fraction in a set. In a set it is given, not in a whole. Set means number of fruits are given. Which kind of fruit? Similar, same fruit is there. Apple is only there, but the different colors of apple are here present. What fraction of apples are red? How many fractions of apples are red? So what we will do, my dear, just see two kinds of apples are there. One is a red apple and one is green apple. Count the total number of apples that are red. This is called the numerator. The total number of apple which is red, total number which are red. Okay, that is the numerator, and numerator is that number, my dear, which we used to write upside. Denominator is that number which we used to write downside. We used to divide that with the help of a fraction bar. Okay, when we are writing any number, suppose, my dear, I am giving one example. As you can see, suppose 2 by 5 I am writing. Just suppose I am writing 2 by 5. So this 2 is here is known as the numerator, whereas this 5 is here is known as the denominator. Okay. So means total is 5. And how many parts are green or red, you can say? So are 2. Okay. The dash which is given now, which is dividing 2 and 5, that is called as fraction bar. That is called as fraction bar. Don't forget. Okay, the dash which is given there, which is dividing the numerator from the denominator, okay, that is called as the fraction bar. Now let's see how many red apples are there with us, because already this is called the numerator. The number of red apple which we will find, that will be the numerator, and the total we are already knowing there are 5 apples. 3 are green and 2 are red. So let's see. So we have to find out the number of red apples. So how many number of red apples I have shown? 3. Yes, and 2 are green. You have seen 1, 2, 3. 3 were red in this, like this in line, and 2 were green. Okay. So the number which we are writing upside, that is the numerator. Write the numerator on the top of the fraction. Numerator has to be written to the top of the fraction, whereas the denominator on the bottom of the fraction. And the dash which is dividing the numerator from the denominator, that is called as the fraction bar. Don't forget this, my dear students. As I have already told you about the fraction bar, here see what it is written. The definition again we are with. Fraction. A fraction is a part of a whole number or a group. Same thing. Same thing. Definition don't use to change, my dear. A fraction has two parts. One is numerator, second is denominator, separated by a line. Separated by a line, which is called as a fraction bar. You can see 4 by 7 is written now. So this 4 is numerator, whereas 7 is denominator, and the bar with which the 4 and 7 is separated, that is the fraction bar. Now just see. The upper part of the fraction is called the numerator, which we have discussed. The lower part of the fraction. So the upper part of the fraction is called the numerator. It is represented. It represent the number of equal part taken. Okay, means whatever the set is given, okay, whatever the whole is given, how many parts are they means being divided of that, okay, or how many parts are being taken, that we used to write in the numerator column. Whereas the lower part of the fraction, or we can say the bottom part of the fraction, is called as the denominator. It represents the number of equal part in a whole, means how many equal part has been made of the whole, that is being represented in the denominator. Okay, it is represent the number of equal part in a whole, means how many number of equal part of that whole is. Okay, every whole number can be expressed as a fraction. All the whole numbers can be expressed as a fraction. What are the whole numbers? Can you tell me? Natural number, all the numbers are natural number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all are natural number. What is a whole number? When we begin from 0, okay, when we start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, like this, then that is a whole number. Just move on, like you can see, 4, 4 by 1, 8, 8 by 1, 10, 10 by 1, okay. So these are the whole number, but all whole numbers are fractional number. It is already written, all whole number are as expressed as fraction. Now just see. Fraction of collection, what it is given, there is a name Shania, had 8 cups. Okay, you can see the picture of the cup is there. She gave 1 by 2 of them to her friend. 1 by 2 of them means what? How many cups did she give to her friend? How many cups? So 1 by 2 she has given, so 1 equal part is taken, okay, and 2 equal part in the whole, means there are 2 equal part of that whole, means the whatever the number is given, the whole has been distributed into 2 equal parts. So how it is being done, just see. As you can see, there are number of cupcakes. So upside also 4 cupcakes and downside also 4 cupcakes. First, the first part, and second we have divided in second part. Divide 8 part into 2 equal parts. Divide 8 into 2. 8 number of cakes are there, na? 4 upside, 4 downside. So that we have to divide in 2 equal parts. Okay, 2 equal parts. Okay, because 1 by 2 she has given. So 1 by 2 of 8 means 8 is divided into 2. Okay, when we are dividing like this, then 8 is divided into 2. Just see, my dear, how we will do this. As you can see, total is 8. That we are knowing the total number is 8. Okay, and how many she is giving? 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 of 8 we will do. 1 by 2 of 8. You can see here I have written. Now you divide it. So upside it is written 1. So you have to divide 2 by 8. What you will get? 4. What you will get? 4. 2 4s are 8. So that only. 2 4s are 8. 8. So now 4 into 1. Yes. Now 4 you will write upside. Okay. Yes, 4 you will, like you can see 4 is here. So now what you will get? 4 by 2. Now this 2 is divisible by 4. Yes, it is divisible. So you divide it. 2. Okay. So 2. Or what you will do, just see. Just see. Here what is being done? It is done 1 by 2 of 8. Okay. So this 8 stands for here multiplication. So what you will do? 1 by 2 into 8. So 8 into 1, the upper numbers you will multiply. Okay, so it will become 8 by 2. Now 8 by 2 when you will divide, then you will get 4. In this way it is being done. Okay, in this way it is being done. You can see, my dear, here I have made a fraction chart for you in which I have divided the whole in a different parts. Like first one is the whole given, all of the part of one shape or a group. All are of one shape or group. Now what I have done, just see. Now in the next one is circle and one is rectangle I have made. Okay, now you can see in the second one, half. I have done half. So one circle is there and that I have divided into 2 parts. One rectangle is there and that I have divided into 2 parts. In the same way, in the third one I have divided in 3 parts. One circle is there and that circle I have divided 1 by 3, 1 by 3 and 1 by. 1 is which number? 1 is the whole. Okay. And in how many parts I have divided? In 3 parts. In how many parts I have divided? In 3 parts. So the number of part in which I have divided, that I have written down, and the whole, whatever the whole is there, that I have written upside. In the same way, the same circle, one circle is, one whole circle is there. I have not taken 2 circle, I have not taken 3 circle, only one circle or only one rectangle. I am dividing that in a 4 part. So 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, like this I am dividing. So I am dividing one circle or one rectangle in 4 parts. Okay, 1 is the whole and 4 is the number of part in which it is divided. Now I have divided in 6 parts. Okay, now I have divided that in 6 parts. In the same way, you can see in the last one I have divided into 8 parts. 7 part I have not done. I have divided that into 8 parts. Means equally I have divided most probably. Okay, I have divided in equal, only the 3 which I have divided, that I have not divided equally, as 3 are there, but rest all you can see I have divided in even numbers. Okay, 1 by 4 means in 4 parts I have divided. Next one I have divided in 6 parts. Next one I have divided in 8 parts. So the total, the whole is 1 only, but I am dividing it one by one in different part. One time in one part the whole was there, then in 2 parts, then 3 parts, like this I have continuously dividing. And when I have divided, and lastly I have divided one whole circle in 8 parts. Okay, so 1 by 8. Now student, there are 2 parts in the fraction. We have already discussed about the numerator and denominator. Now I think it is clear for the how we used to write, okay, the numerator and the denominator. Now you must see here what it is written, like fraction and unlike fraction. What are like fraction? Fraction with the same denominator are called like fraction. What does it mean, same denominator? Suppose 1 by 4, 3 by 4, more I am giving, just see. Now after this, maybe 4 by 4, 5 by 4, 6 by 4 given. So you can see, my dear, if you are watching, then you are watching this, that everywhere downside means the denominator is the same, only the numerators are changing, isn't it? The denominators are same, only the numerators are changing. When you are seeing this kind of fraction, okay, so that is called as the like fraction. When the denominator place is same, only the numerators are changing, that is the like fraction. In the same way, when we are talking about the unlike fraction, my dear, then in unlike fraction what happens now? The denominators, okay, fraction with the different denominator means numerators we don't have to see. We have to see means here both can change. Numerator also can change and denominators also can change. But how you can recognize that that fraction is a unlike fraction? You just have to see the denominators. If at the denominator the numbers are changing, so it is called as the unlike fraction. You can see 5 by 8, 5 by 3, 2 by 7. You can see the numerators are also, it is not like the numerators are same and denominators are changing here. No, it is not this. Both are changing. Numerators are also changing and denominators are also changing. But here what? We just have to see the denominator. If denominators are same, that will be considered as the like fraction. If denominators are changing, then it means it is an unlike fraction. Like 5 by 8, 5 by 3, 2 by 7. Here, everywhere the denominators are changed. So it is an unlike fraction. Now students, we are here with the types of fractions. What is the first type? Proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. Okay, these are the three types of fraction which we are going to discuss today. So what is a proper fraction? A fraction in which the numerator is lesser than the denominator, it is called the proper fraction. I think it's very clear. When the numerators are lesser means 2 by 8 you are seeing, so numerator place is lesser than the denominator, so it is a proper fraction. Whereas an improper fraction is that fraction, my dear, in which a fraction is in which the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. The numerator can be greater also and can be equal to the denominator. You can see the example is also there. In this you can see 5 by 2 it is. So 5 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. Here 5 is greater than the denominator 2. Okay. So that is an improper fraction. But if 4 by 4 is also written, then that is also the improper fraction, because the definition is saying numerator is either greater than the denominator or either it should be equal to the denominator. Then it is called as the improper fraction. Now the next one you can see is about the mixed fraction. Next one is mixed fraction. Mixed fraction, a mixed number, mixed fraction is the sum of a natural number and a proper fraction. What is the proper fraction? Proper fraction are those fractions in which the numerators are lesser than the denominator. Okay. What are the mixed fraction? In which numerator will be lesser than the denominator and plus one natural number will be there. So that will be considered as the mixed fraction. So you can see 1 by 1 example is 1 plus 1, okay, is 2. Okay, that is a natural number. 1 plus 1 is 2. So that is a natural number, my dear. So now, and 1 by 2 is a fraction. 1 upside is numerator and downside is 2 is denominator. So when you have to write it as a mixed fraction, then you will write 2 1 by 2. Okay, 2 1 by 2. We can read it like this only. 2 1 by 2. It means that 2 is a natural number here and 1 by 2 is a fractional number here. And both when we are combining the natural number and the proper fraction, okay, together, then it is making a mixed fraction. Like you can see one example I have drawn. There is one circle, okay, two circle actually. One circle is also divided in 4 parts and one circle is also divided in 4 parts. Okay, so now what we are doing, we are seeing that two circles are there. So one circle and two circles. In the next circle we are seeing half of the circles are blue, whereas the half of the circles are yellow. Okay, so it is 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2. How many parts are? There, the two part of half is blue and half is yellow. So the whole is one, but they are divided into two. That is, first is the blue and the second is the yellow. So 1 by 2 and 1 1, two circles are there. So that is 2. That two circles plus 1 by 2 circle. That will be 2 1 by 2. That is a mixed fraction, my dear. Okay, one thing is most important here. A fraction is any part of a group, a number that we are already knowing. We have already one circle has been cut in half. Means there is a one circle you can see here. This is a one circle, my dear. This one, and that one circle is being cut in half. This one and this one. Okay, one is deep pink and one is light pink. It is distributed in two parts. A half is a fraction. We write one half as we write one half as, okay, 1 by half means 1 by 2. Now you can see the top number is called as the numerator again, and it is the number of the part we have, the number of part we have. Okay, how many number of part? Only one number of part. The bottom one is called denominator. It is the total number of part of the whole is divided. Means in how many part the whole is divided. The whole we have already written in the numerator column. How many part in that whole the whole is divided, that is the denominator. Okay, when one we are writing upside, and any number when we are writing downside, that is a unit fraction also. That is called as unit fraction also. There are three main fraction we have already learned: proper fraction, improper fraction, and mixed fraction. That only we are talking about here. Suppose, my dear, I'm telling you about a unit fraction. What is a unit fraction? 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, all these are the unit fraction. Okay, when we are getting numerator as 1, whenever you are getting numerator as 1, that will be considered as a unit fraction. Unit fraction means in which the numerator is 1 and denominators are changing. Denominators can be 23, 21, anything, but numerator should be 1, and that is fixed. And if numerator is 1, okay, then that will be considered as the unit fraction. Now again, about the proper fraction, same thing is given. Okay, lesser than. So you can see different examples are there. So we will go through the example. You can see one whole circle is there, and that whole circle is being divided into 4 parts. Okay, that whole circle. So 1 by 4 it is written. Okay, so 1 is the numerator, which is lesser than the 4, that is the denominator. In the same way, 2 by 3. So 2 is the numerator and 3 is the denominator. 2 is lesser than denominator 3. In the same way, 7 by 10. So 7 is the numerator, whereas 10 as the denominator. In the same way, improper fraction has been also done. Okay, so in improper fraction, you can see different things are given. One whole circle is there, and the whole circle is being colored. So 4 by 4 it is written. It's the equal number of fraction. As we have learned in improper fraction, a number, we can consider a number as a improper fraction when the numerator is greater than the denominator, or either it should be equal. Okay, either the numerator is greater than the denominator, and either it should be equal. Both should be equal. Then only it can be considered as an improper fraction. And mixed fraction are those fraction in which natural number is also there, and proper fraction is also there. So proper fraction are which fraction in which numerator is lesser and denominator is greater. Please remember these all things. Okay, these are the key terms. If you will not remember, you will not going to do the fraction work. Yes, students. So you can see we are going to convert the improper into improper fraction in the mixed fraction. Okay, so we are already knowing. So now the step-by-step process we will do. We will do the division of the numerator by the denominator. Okay, because the numerator is greater and the denominator is lesser. So we will do in this way. Just see. 7 we will write in the middle, 3 we will write to the right side. Now we will divide. So in the table of 3, in how many times 7 will come? 7 will not come, 6 will come. So we will write 6 just below 7, and 2 we will write upside as a quotient. Now 7 minus 6 will be 1, isn't it? So 7 by 3 when we are dividing, so we are getting 3 numbers: divisor, quotient, and remainder. All 3 are there. So now how we will write this? How we will write? So my dear, the way of writing is, there is a formula to write which you have to keep in your mind. What is the formula? Quotient, okay, equals to remainder by the divisor. Okay, quotient you will write, okay, to the right side, which will become as a natural number. Remainder you will write upside, okay, as in the numerator place, and divisor you will write downside as a in the denominator place. Now you just see next example. In this question also, my dear, you can see the same process is there. Improper fraction we are converting into mixed fraction. We're already knowing improper fraction is that fraction in which either both the numerator and denominator will be equal to each other, or either the numerator will be greater than the denominator. So here you can see, my dear, 23 by 9 is given. So 23 is the numerator will be considered and 9 will be the denominator. So 23 we will write in the middle and 9 we will write to the right side. Now we will divide. So when we will read the table of 9, how many times, then we will get 23. So when we will read the table of 9 two times, we are getting 18. But when we are going to further, okay, when we are reading the table 2 3 times, then we are getting more than 23. So we have to take the number which is nearer to 23, and that is 18. So we will write 18 just below 23, and then we will write 2 as a question in the question column, and after that we will subtract. So 23 minus 18 will be 5. Okay, so now you are already knowing. Here also the formula is written how to write. Question we will write in this side will be we will write to the right side, and remainder upside as our numerator, and denominator is written, but it should be divisor. Okay, it should not be denominator. In the denominator we will write the divisor. So you can see in the same way, 5 is 2 is the question. So question I have written here, you can see. Okay, whereas the remainder I have written here, and the divisor I have written here, and that is how I have converted an improper fraction into a mixed fraction. Now just see. Now student, conversion of mixed fraction to the improper fraction. We are till now we have learned how we can convert the improper fraction to mixed fraction. So we have already done. Now we are going to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So how it is being done? Just see, my dear student. Like 4 3 by 2 3 by 7 it is written, okay, and 5 2 by 9 it is written. So how it is being done? It is done 4 into 7. Okay, 4 into 7. 4 is the question which we have find out in the first question. This one we are doing. So that 4, okay, that natural number we will write first, and we will multiply that natural number with the denominator, okay, and we will add the numerator here. Okay, we will add the numerator here, and 7 that is written downside as a denominator, that only will be written downside here. Now you multiply what? You will do the multiplication of 4 into 7, okay, which you have written as numerator, that is the natural number, and the denominator. Now 4 into 7, what you will get? 28 plus 3. Okay, so 28 plus 3 will be 31. Step by step. First we will multiply, okay, like 7 into 4, or 4 into 7 is 28. So I have written 28 here, then in that I have added 3, then I have got 31, and 7 will be as it is. So what I have got, the improper fraction 31 by 7. So you can see 31 is greater than 7, so it is the improper fraction. In the same way, 5 2 by 9 it is. So 5 is a natural number here, okay, 2 is a numerator here, and 9 is the denominator here. So how you will arrange? 5 into 9 we will do, which is 5 is a natural number, 9 is the denominator, plus 2, and 2 is a numerator. Okay, just remember this formula. The formula will go in this way. Okay, natural number, we have already seen natural number. So that natural number, okay, from that natural number, okay, into the numerator, into the denominator, plus the numerator. Okay, plus the numerator, and by the numerator also, and by the numerator also. So in this way only you have to do. Okay, you have to write the numerator, natural number, into denominator you will do, like 5 into 9 when we are doing, then we are getting 45. Either you read the table of 5 into 9 or 9 into 5, both time you will get 45. Then plus 2, you will get 47, and downside the denominator will remain same, that is 9. So 47 by 9, okay, so numerator is greater whereas denominator is lesser, so it is an improper fraction. The steps are also here. Multiply the whole number and the numerator. Whole number and the numerator. Okay. This has been here the whole number. So from that, okay, we are multiplying the numerator. Okay. Add the numerator to the product obtained in the first step. Whatever you have obtained, okay, whatever you have obtained in the first step by multiplying the whole number with the numerator, okay, well, sorry, by multiplying the whole number with the denominator, whatever you have obtained, in that you will add the what it is, yes, in that you will add the numerator, okay, because the product, sorry, the denominator and the whole number you are multiplying. So after multiplying that, whatever the answer, the product you will get, in that you will add the numerator. Okay, the sum obtained in the step 2 in the numerator of the answer, the denominator of the fraction remains the same. Denominator will remain the same, only the numerator will change. Okay, that is all, my dear student, for today. Whatever I have explained about the fraction, whatever the terms I have explained today, please go through all so that you can understand in a better way, because again and again and again I have explained the same thing. So when you will go through that now, it will clear all your doubts, and then you just carry on with the sums which I have explained in the last. Okay, so that all the exercises questions you can do properly. That is all, my dear. Thank you everyone.